Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Good American Family trailer. Grey's Anatomy's Ellen Pompeo leads a very different kind of drama. The first trailer for Good American Family previews a very different role for the star Ellen Pompeo. The Hulu original series is led by Grey's Anatomy's Pompeo, along with a supporting cast that includes Mark Duplass, Imogen Faith Reed, Sarayu Blue, Dule Hill, Asriel Dahlman, and Ayas Dahlman. The miniseries focuses on a Midwestern family who adopts a child that they believe to be a girl with dwarfism. When the tabloids catch on to something sinister, potentially afoot, the family winds up in a courtroom battle. Now, Hulu has released the trailer for Good American Family. The trailer begins with Pompeo's Christine Barnett discussing her life's purpose. She then gets a phone call from an adoption agency about a little girl with dwarfism who is looking for a home. The family adopts this girl, Natalia, who they have heard was given back by another adopted family. The family bonds with Natalia, but soon things go awry as certain details about Natalia's past look suspicious, and start to think that she may not be who she says she is. While it's Pompeo's new role outside Grey's Anatomy, the story may look familiar based on the previews. That's because the 2009 psychological horror movie Orphan covered a similar story about a young Russian girl who was adopted by an American family, only for the twist to be that she was an adult with dwarfish posing as a child. However, the Hulu miniseries is still different since it's based on a true story about the Natalie Grace case. In fact, the horror movie predates Natalie's story since she wasn't adopted until the spring of 2010, months after the film's release. The tonal difference is key since the trailer for Good American Family reveals tensions on multiple levels. Firstly, there are legal challenges as the Barnett family starts to suspect that Natalia might have stolen someone's identity and be impersonating a young girl. There are additional external threats when Child Protective Services are called on the family, and the safety of the children is called into question. These threats will plague the Barnett family as their seemingly good adoption goes south. Grey's Anatomy is by far Pompeo's most well-known show, but Good American Family looks starkly different from that series. While Meredith Grey is hardworking and level-headed, Christine Barnett appears to have an intense personality driven by emotion. This is a great chance for Pompeo to show off her range in a role outside of Grey's Anatomy. All will be revealed as Good American Family premieres on March 19. When Ellen Pompeo steps into a new role, audiences naturally sit up and take notice. After nearly 2 decades portraying Meredith Grey on the long-running medical drama Grey's Anatomy, one might assume the actress would continue treading familiar territory. But her latest project, Good American Family, signals a dramatic departure. The first trailer has just dropped, and it's impossible not to be intrigued. Gone are the bustling hospital corridors and life-or-death surgeries. In their place, a small town, secrets buried beneath quiet suburban streets, and a story that promises to explore the dark undercurrents lurking behind the perfect American facade. From the very first shot of the trailer, it's clear this series is not your typical family drama. The camera pans over a serene suburban neighborhood, the kind of idyllic setting that makes you want to stop and admire the white picket fences, freshly mown lawns, and children riding bikes with helmets that match their outfits. But the trailer immediately teases that all is not as it seems. A distant scream pierces the tranquility, and the camera cuts to a slow-motion shot of a figure sprinting down a driveway, clutching a crumpled piece of paper. The words on it are unclear, but the tension is palpable. Pompeo's character, Emily Harrow, is introduced as the quintessential suburban mother. Warm, friendly, and impeccably put together. But the trailer hints at a complexity beneath the surface. There's a brief, almost imperceptible moment when her smile falters, a flicker of worry in her eyes that suggests she knows more than she's letting on. The voiceover, a calm, authoritative tone, declares every family has secrets, but some Good American Family particularly compelling is the way it leans into ambiguity. The trailer avoids giving too much away, instead relying on mood, music, and careful framing to build tension. We see Emily at a PTA meeting, nodding politely as she listens to other parents argue over school funding. Later, she's in the kitchen, slicing vegetables with unnerving precision, a half-empty bottle of wine on the counter. There's a sudden cut to a locked drawer, keys dangling from a hook above it. The audience is left wondering, what's inside? Is it evidence? A family heirloom? Or something more sinister? Supporting Pompeo is a cast that adds further intrigue. Her husband, played by a familiar face from network television, seems outwardly devoted and charming, yet the trailer teases cracks in the relationship. There's a shot of him watching Emily from across a crowded room, a half-smile that doesn't quite reach his eyes. Their teenage son, meanwhile, is caught in a moment of rebellion, a spray-painted wall, a confrontation in a dimly lit hallway. The tension between family members feels palpable, and the trailer hints that Emily may be the only one trying to hold the pieces together, even as the world around her threatens to unravel. The cinematography deserves special mention. Unlike the often glossy, overly staged look of some modern dramas, Good American Family adopts a naturalistic, almost cinematic approach. Light filters through the trees in the neighborhood, casting dappled shadows across the lawns, and the use of long, lingering shots gives the sense that the camera itself is a silent observer, witnessing secrets the characters would rather keep hidden. The music, a slow, brooding score punctuated by sudden, jarring notes, heightens the sense of unease. By the time the trailer reaches its final moments, viewers are left with a sense of foreboding, a whisper of danger lurking beneath the surface of ordinary life. One of the most striking aspects of the trailer is its willingness to confront social issues without becoming preachy. In one brief montage, we see Emily attending a community fundraiser, shaking hands and smiling. But there are subtle moments that hint at underlying tensions. Whispered conversations, disapproving glances, and phone calls cut short when she enters a room. These fleeting details suggest that Good American Family will explore themes of societal expectation, moral compromise, and the pressure to maintain appearances, even when the truth threatens to spill out. It's worth noting that the show also seems poised to delve into psychological drama in a way that will be familiar to fans of thriller or mystery genres. One scene shows Emily alone in a darkened room, staring at a wall covered in photographs, documents, and newspaper clippings. Her hand trembles as she reaches for a photograph, and the camera cuts to her reflection in a cracked mirror. Another scene shows a neighbor knocking at the door late at night, their face obscured by shadows, leaving the audience to wonder about the visitor's intentions. These moments suggest that Emily's life is a puzzle, and the series will slowly unravel the pieces, revealing the dark, hidden truths of her world. Despite its darker elements, the trailer also hints at moments of genuine warmth and humanity. There are glimpses of family dinners, shared laughter, and small acts of kindness that remind viewers that this is still, at its heart, a story about people trying to survive and protect the ones they love. This balance between suspense and heartfelt drama is part of what makes Good American Family so compelling. It's not just about the secrets or the tension. It's about the people who live with them.